Hello and welcome to BrittanyRest.com, a place of encouragement for the world-weary believer. And really the heartbeat of this website is to be a resource and a cheerleader for those on a faith journey because I know that it's hard and it can be discouraging. And in particular, I'm passionate to be here to cheer along those who didn't grow up in a Christian home or maybe rebelled and came to Christ with a lot of baggage and scars and pain. Because I was that person where I came to Christ at 16 with an incredible amount of baggage. It's embarrassing, with a past with a lot of scars and a lot of hurt, and really had to start back at square one and learn a whole lot along the way. And I've had lots of setbacks, lots of failures, and I'm pretty transparent about that on the website. So I am, because I want to be an encouragement to other people who are going through the same things, because it's not easy and you're not expected to be perfect no matter what anybody says. And you're not alone. I've been there. I'm still a work in progress. But God has been so good and so gracious, and I can testify to the fact that He's not giving up on you, so don't give up on Him. Keep persevering. And today is all about another person who we can relate to in a pretty significant way, and that's Moses. Because just like you and I grew up in the world, so did Moses. He grew up in the Egyptian Pharaoh's house for 40 years and had poured into him idolatry, the things of this world. He could have whatever he wanted. And it affected him to the point where he committed murder because he had so much of the world in him. And so at 40 years old, he had to flee, and for the next 40 years, it was basically him in the wilderness, just spending time with God. And it took 40 years for God to get Moses back into a place where He could use him to be the leader who led His people out of Egypt. But that was 40 years of Moses in the wilderness, allowing God to pull those things out of him so that he could be used by God. And I have felt that, where I felt like I've been in the wilderness and I have these passions and these dreams, and I was wondering when God was going to use me. But I'm at a point now where I'm totally at peace with His timing and His process, because I know that there's been a whole lot of ugly in me that needed to be pulled out so that God can use me the way that He wanted to use me. And so if you're coming to Christ and you have a lot of baggage, I understand. You're not alone, but know that it's possible to be healed, to be delivered, to have those things taken out of you. And I know sometimes it seems like the anger or the abuse or the hurt will never leave you, but it can and it will. God just needs time to have you in His hands so that He can pull those things out of you. So I'm not going to give you the whole story and all the details, because I want you to read below. I want you to read Moses' story. It's so powerful, and I think you're going to relate a lot to him and learn a lot and be encouraged. So I am praying for you. Please don't give up. Keep persevering. God has a plan for you. And if you have any questions or you want to share your story, if maybe you're struggling and you need some encouragement, contact me through my contact page. I want to be here to be an encouragement and a cheerleader to you. So I'm praying for you, and I will see you right back here next week.